Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Today we are going to be talking about the body positivity movement, and we're going to be talking about Lizzo's weight loss. I have done a video on celebrity weight loss, I think it was 2 years ago. I'll try and remember to link it in the comment section, called Obesity is a Trauma Response. And the video was on Adele, who was considered a body positivity role model, and it was on Monique, who was also considered a body positivity role model. And both of those women, just like Lizzo, ended up telling the truth, which is, yes, I can say that I'm happy and I can lie to myself and I can say that I'm rah about this, but the reality is you have to go home at the end of the night, okay, after all the lights are off, after all of the cash has been spent, after all of the purses have been bought, after all of the clothes have been purchased, and you have to look at yourself in the mirror and you have to say, did I make good choices for my body today? You have to be honest with yourself. And what I love about these celebrity transformations is that they often say the things that we're really not willing to talk about ourselves. So in that video with Adele and Monique, I talked about the fact that Adele and Monique have both done, multiple different weight loss plans. They've done keto, they've done low carb, they've lost weight and then gained it back. And the time in which the weight loss has stuck has been the time that they have acknowledged that this weight loss was not about the food necessarily, but about the trauma behind why they gained that much weight in the first place. And here's the thing, one thing that celebrity culture in general, and just our society in general, will never say is that eating excessively, and if someone gets that big, it is a trauma response. If you are that large, it is 100% a trauma response. 99.9% of the time, it is a trauma response. It is not something medical. Now, I'm not denying the fact that there are instances, especially when people get on medication, and I know that people go through autoimmune things, where their body literally just attacks itself and it's really hard to lose weight. But if you're young and you're 300, 400 pounds, that is 99.9% of the time a trauma response, meaning you are eating in excess for some reason that you have either may or may not know or may or not be privy to, that you have not addressed. And what I love about Lizzo's journey is, I'm gonna read you from this article that they wrote. I can't remember, let me look and see who wrote the article. I have it here on my phone. On today.com, they left the most crucial part out to the end of the article, and they spent very little time on the internal part of weight loss. But that's what I want to focus on, because as a coach, you guys know I have coached hundreds of women now. The women who lose weight and keep it off understand that weight loss is more psychological and physiological than it is just putting food in your mouth. We know that. We know, as someone who struggled with an eating disorder for several years, as someone who had to learn how to stop binge eating, how to stop restricting, how to stop living in orthorexia, I know that eating is not just about, and getting healthy is not just about, oh, did I eat the right things? There's a lot that goes on. And this article, unfortunately, focuses a lot on the food and the exercise, but we can all lose weight. Most people do not struggle losing weight. They struggle keeping the weight off. And that's where the psychological piece comes in. So first I want to talk about, what she says at the end of the article, because I think this is the most important. I lead a very healthy lifestyle, Lizzo says, mentally and spiritually. I try to keep everything that I put in my body super clean, which is not a bad thing. Health is something I prioritize. Okay, that's number one. Celebrities, actually, sometimes I think celebrities have it harder than we do. I know this is probably sacrilegious to some people to hear me say this, because they're like, they have trainers, they have this. No, but celebrities have endorsements, they have parties, they have events, they have recordings, they have concerts, they have, they're traveling all the time, they're on interviews all the time, and it is very hard to get into a routine. And that is something that they struggle with. That's why a lot of celebrities will gain weight, or they do something unhealthy like do excess levels of Ozempic, or do, tirzepatide, or whatever the latest weight loss drug is, or they get tons of plastic surgery, because it is difficult to prioritize your health as a celebrity. So I'm really glad that she pointed that out, because it is something that you have to consciously put effort into. So she says, health is something I prioritize wherever that leads me physically. Like veganism. People were like, you're a vegan? Why? What? Are you deep frying the lettuce? I'm not a vegan to lose weight. I just feel better when I eat plants. Good for her. I think that's a great point to make too, is that when you're trying to lose weight, you have to be conscious of what you're putting into your body. And a lot of times people who are on the obese end of the spectrum do not eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And the reason is, there's a psychological reason behind this. When you're trying to get endorphins from food, vegetables are not going to do it for you. So what I love is that she's saying, you know what? I had to switch. I had to change my palate. Does everyone need to go vegan? No. But what eating more vegetables does is it doesn't give you that endorphin, that addiction that you get from stuffing your face with food whenever you're feeling something. If you're feeling stressed, she's going to talk about feeling stressed and stress eating. If you're feeling stressed, you don't need to eat chips and cookies. Those things, your body will crave those things because it's looking to get you out of that hole. It's looking to give you those endorphins, which is what it does. And so when you eat plants, you're forced to deal with reality. You are forced to deal with whatever is actually stressing you out. And I love that for Lizzo. I love that for her. I'm not someone who's personally vegan myself. I have vegan clients, but I love that because number one, you immediately feel better. You feel healthier when you put healthy foods in your body. When you start eating greens and you start eating vegetables and fruits, you automatically detox your body. Your body is primed to do that when you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables. So I recommend that everyone live in some way a plant-based diet, meaning they're eating more fruits and vegetables than they are processed foods. I love that for Lizzo. Okay. But just when you think you've got it all figured out, it changes again. I eat when I'm stressed out, sometimes to the point where I didn't realize how much I ate. Anything can be harmful, but it comforts me in a way. This is at the very end of the article. But quiet as it's kept, this is the reason why she was big in the first place. This is the reason why she was that size in the first place. No shame. Most of the people on my channel can relate to this, honestly. We do not judge people over here for how they respond to the trauma, but it is their responsibility to fix it. Most people are so stressed out and they black out when they eat. They don't even realize by the time they snap out of it, they're 3 pizzas down and 2 chip bags down and a tub of ice cream down. And this is how people get to this size. And here's what I want to say about body positivity. We have to stop lying to ourselves about how people got to this place. I'm very happy for Lizzo. I'm very happy for her because I don't know how much she talked about this in the interview because y'all, they just cut things out. But at the very least, she acknowledges that this is actually what got her to the place where she is now, where she was bigger. And we lie to ourselves and say body positivity. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. As someone who has struggled with binge eating, nobody feels good after being, knee deep in a tub of ice cream and 3 large pizzas down. Nobody feels good about themselves. It is a lie from the pit of hell. Nobody feels good about themselves after they're 12 donuts in, knee deep in a pail of pecan praline ice cream and 2 pizzas down. They don't feel good at all. In fact, there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of shame. There's a lot of just physical pain, right? And then you wake up and you're bloated the next day and you have, because you ate so much salt, your face is all round and puffy and you're lethargic. Nobody feels good like that. And the truth is that most people who are this big, this is a regular occurrence for them. So to then get on camera and say to you, body positivity, I feel good. It's a lie. It's a lie. And eventually what happens is people can't hide it anymore. So it's funny because in my other video, I talk about the fact that they make their money, right? The body positivity girlies make their money and they rah and say, oh yeah, you go girl. They tell you that it's okay for you to be big, all whilst knowing that they are uncomfortable in their own skin. They don't feel proud about themselves. They don't feel proud about the decisions that they've made, because quiet as it's kept, you can't truly feel good about yourself when you are abusing your body by shoveling food down your throat. We know it's abuse. We know that. And you can't feel good about yourself when you're doing that. But the girlies will do that. And then what happens? They go, you know what? I can't handle this anymore. I can't handle this anymore. And here's what I think actually happens with celebrities. A lot of time, people will lie to themselves and say like, well, I just need more time. I just need more money. If I had this, if I had that, if I had this. And then they get it as celebrities, right? Millionaires. They have access to the best trainers. They could have chefs in their house if they want to. They could have, an at-home gym. They could have all of the barriers taken away. They have all the money in the world. They can buy all the things that they want. They can go wherever they want in the world, all of it. And they wake up and they realize, you know what? None of this is fixing what's going on right here. None of it. None of it's fixing it. And I better do the work to fix it. And so what do? They figure out that they are stress eaters. They figure out that somewhere along the way, their coping mechanism was to eat, to either build a barrier around their body because of some extreme trauma that has happened, or because they were never taught how to deal with their emotions. Doesn't matter what it is, but they realize, you know what? This is not going to be it. This is not going to save me. I better figure it out, because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much privilege you have, you still have to look at yourself in the mirror and go, did I treat myself well today? Did I honor my body today? And if the answer is no, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many singles you have that go platinum. It doesn't matter how many followers you have on Instagram. It doesn't matter whether you have a husband or not, or kids. It doesn't matter. You have to wake up in the morning, you have to look at yourself, and you have to go to bed at night. You have to go, did I make decisions that were good for my health today? And oftentimes the answer is no. And what I really wish is that more celebrities would talk about the fact that they got big doing things that were not good for them. And that they would not lie to you and say, rah, you go girl, all while going to bed at night and feeling absolutely horrible. I wish they would tell the truth. So I'm really happy for Lizzo in the same way that I'm happy for Adele, in the same way that I was happy for Monique, that they're addressing the root cause. Because here's the thing. It's never about the weight loss. She's right about that. She goes, oh, I don't care. She says, I don't care about the scale. It's never about the weight loss. It's about right here. It's about being honest. And she may never be, I don't know how tall Lizzo is. I think she's pretty tall. She may never be a size 2 or a size 4 or a size 6. And she doesn't have to be healthy. But what she does have to be is honest. What she does have to be is truthful. What she does have to be is someone who is able to manage her life and have healthy coping mechanisms so that she can actually enjoy what she has earned and rightfully earned. So sometimes people are very disappointed when we see these, body positivity mavens, lose weight. But I want that to encourage you. You should be encouraged that the truth is coming out, which is it is never healthy to be 300 pounds. It's never healthy. It's never healthy to be someone who has excess weight around your pancreas. It's never healthy. It's never healthy to stuff your face with food so much that you wake up feeling terrible. It's never healthy. And it's okay to want to lose weight. One thing that was really interesting when I was reading that article is she kept feeling like she had to legitimize and qualify her statements around exercise. And I just want to be like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be thin. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be healthy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight. a lot of times people want you to stay your size because they can use that against you. They can use that against you. They can say, oh, you're the big girl, or oh, she's just fat. Like people subconsciously want you to stay the same. You don't have to fall into that trap. There is nothing wrong with losing weight. There's nothing wrong with getting healthy, and especially if you're doing it the right way. And now is the perfect time to pitch my Fit and Flourishing membership coaching that I have. For just $15.99 a month, you gain access to monthly workouts from me. You gain access to our one-to-one chat and our group chat where I provide tons of support, education. You can ask me anything in my app and I'm here to support you. If you search Fit and Flourishing on the App Store, you'll be able to sign up for my monthly membership there and get started. We have workouts that change the 15th of every month. And I give you guidance on how to eat, how to sleep, how to manage your hormones, all of that for just the low price of $15.99. So join us there if you are interested in restarting your weight loss journey and you want to do it the right way and the healthy way. Come on over and join us and join the rest of us. We can be both body positive and healthy. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have comments, don't forget to leave them in the comments box below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying this Vlogmas. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.